Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and today we're going to be playing Eirdu / Isilu, Carrier of Dawn, Carrier of Twilight. For 5 mana we get a 5-up legendary elemental god with flying lifelink, and on the front side, creature spells you cast have Convoke, on the back side, each other non-token creature you control has persist. So this is going to be a creature-centric deck for the most part. And we're gonna be trying to... Well, it's not gonna be our main plan, but one of the decent combos / synergies we have is if we have persist, and if we have a way to put counters on creatures, then we can essentially get infinite sacrifice fodder for World Strider, Moron Soul Trader, Yawgmoth, or even Umbral Collar Zealot. Hopefully we can pair those infinites with Blood Artist type effects. We have a couple of them. Blood Artist, Sephiroth, and Marionette Apprentice. The Apprentice is also nice because it has Fabricate 1, which means when it enters we can put a counter on it or make a servo. And if we have our commander on the backside, we can choose to put the counter on, and then we don't need another way to put the counters like Cathar's Crusade. We just get it for free with the Apprentice. Like I said, we are gonna be playing also a couple of ways to put +1 counters like Bulwark Ox, Invasion of Govakan, or conversely we are going to be playing Vizier of Remedies, which if one or more -1 counters would be put on a creature you control. Instead you put that many counters -1, so if one with persist becomes 0. Similar to Marionette Apprentice, we have the Duke, Sack Fair. They enter with a counter, they offer a little bit of protection. Sack Fair with Indestructible, the Duke with Hexproof. And speaking of protection, we also run Giver of Runes and Mother of Runes. We also have some decent creatures we want with good enters triggers. Stuff like Bona de Yedo, Conius whenever they enter, they act as removal, Solitude, similar. Also, if we evoke Solitude with our Isilu already on board, then we get the enters trigger, evoke goes into the stack, dies to evoke, but because it had persist, it returns with a -1 counter. We still get it on board forever. And speaking of getting on the board back, if we don't have our commander, we can impersonate him with Mothra, Supersonic Queen, also known as Luminous Broodmoth. Whenever a creature without flying dies, we can return it with a flying counter on it. So, essentially it's our version of persist, but instead of a minus counter, it's a flying counter. We also have Teysa and Felia, just because linking to stuff that came back with persist. You play your creature, dies to persist, comes back with the counter, you blink it, or if it's Teysa, it blinks itself, so you get rid of the counter, it has persist again. Now I'm speaking a lot of the backside, but being 5 mana and waiting to transform it is a little bit of a difficult task, so our deck is gonna concentrate on small creatures with decent value. So even if we don't get to cast our commander, it's going to be a decent game plan. We will hopefully run our opponents over with some creatures. So that's the deck. Now let's head into the queue, see if we can convoke or persist some creatures. Muldrotha, and I guess we can... Okay, here what do we want to do? Yeah, probably Mother first, then Sack Fair, Mind Spike. Yeah, we couldn't take the Elvish Mystic anyway. Oh, I guess we can now. Let's look at our opponent's hand. Ripples. And let's eat the Mystic. Put it in the hole. If they mill enough, we can eat some of their bigger creatures with Emperor. Or maybe just some value pieces, even if they are not creatures. We kind of need some card advantage at some point. Bitter Bloom Bearer. Okay. Land over Elves. In the Artisan. We just need one more land. Let's see if we can get it. And we do have some card advantage, but our best is Necropotence, which we won't be able to play if we draw it here. And notably, we don't play Necrodominance because it essentially is a number with persist. So they get discounts, or maybe they just wanted the creatures. I guess our opponent will start chump blocking. I guess it doesn't die. Let's sack fair here. We don't get anything back. And the fairies might kill us at some point in the near future. Almost for sure. Muldrotha from opponent. And okay. That's good. And I think we should wait here. So we can attack with Teysa when she has persist. Midweaver Puck. Ooh. Ooh, Dark Ritual, that would be better a while ago. But I guess here we can Ritual for a counter on everyone. Guess we attack. With Teysa. Also Isilu. Maybe not. Yeah, they would jump block, and I think it's better to keep it on defense. If by any chance we want to use Dark Ritual and make the thing. Activate Air Temple. Formidable Speaker. Sure. What do they get with it? Aftermath Analyst. Okay. Let's see the mill. 2 creatures and a land. 2 lands and a creature. Ooh, and I guess actually the Spell Bomb is the card that would make them win. Section from blue. Beginning of the next. Decline here. Solitude, but what do we send out? Uldrotha? And I guess this is not going to be as bad. Do we want Puck? No, we just still Solitude Muldrotha, I think. Yeah, they only have one land there. One, I guess they have two, so. Okay, they attack us for 4 in the air. Maybe we want to eat their speaker. We do. What do we get? Sacrifice card? Probably. Unable to scream under creature. Okay. I guess they didn't want us to eat it. Decline. Cards. Actually, might be Sephiroth. What we want. Just because he also gives us a trigger for Teysa. In a couple of blocks. Want to be Solitude here. I guess poke this time. Or Mutrotha again. Poke, I think. We keep Teysa on defense for Muldrotha if they decide to attack with it. Yeah, I guess they can analyst bunch of, well, as long as they can keep paying the mana, so it was probably good that we exiled. And Ghost Quarter, they can destroy our air temple. Take action. Get lost. Hmm. Guess we can get lost the analyst and eat it. Attack. 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 Gold Trader. Okay. Persist with Solitude so we can use it later. Okay. The opponent with all of that life loss, we might be able to kill them with a deluge. I think this will be our win. Okay, yep. Especially if all they do is play their stuff, which we already know about. There we go. We were patient and now we have the win. I guess they can attack us for 7. For 6. They can sacrifice Muldrotha and recast it. Yes. But that doesn't change too much. I mean, maybe they will play... Yeah, they can play their Unable to Scream or something. If they do it on Sephiroth, we will lose. But if it's on our commander or any of our other creatures, Yeah, probably the commander is their best target if they go there. Okay, I don't think they are going to do that. So I guess we win. And we need 6, 7. Let's make it 8. No, just 11 to be sure. Okay, deactivate their soulstone. And I think we get the persist first. And then Sephiroth. And yeah, before it goes on the stack fully, our opponent just concedes. Good games, I guess. Yeah, it was... They had us on the ropes for a while. GG's. Okay, we should be losing this one shortly against Katara. 2 removal spells for Katara is decent. Right, and I forgot to mention, since we are heavy on black, I got some white cards so we could play Jet Medallion. It doesn't help with our commander, but it does help with most of our deck. Ooh. When I exile that, they play Katara. Okay. We want Katara on the hole just in the very long shot that we also draw Felia, and we need to... We have the ability to blink it. Okay, they counter a draw spell. They use a counter as card advantage. Well, card filtering since they only drew one. They're gonna put a counter... Okay, I thought they were gonna put a counter spell back, so... I didn't quite read that well. Frantic Search. It's essentially card disadvantage, but it makes up for the fact... For that with the fact that it's free. Bona de Hielo. Welcome from opponent. Let's Solitude. Keep out the back on Malcolm. Okay then. We play Mother. And keep up, get lost. 3 steps ahead. So this is a counter spell, probably regular counter. But could be something else. I guess we can try to connive here. Ooh, Emperor of Bones. Yeah, that could also take their subtlety. Well, I don't think it's going to matter. Katara, but only 2 cards in hand. We play Eirdu. Sure. Watch away. Do we think they also have a another counter? Okay, they don't. Yep, and they concede. I guess we got lucky in that one. And maybe they didn't play optimally because of their using their counter for a land and frantic search. Yeah, they also played frantic search, sorcery speed, so they were having some issues, I guess. Still, feels good to beat Katara. I'm not gonna complain. Good games. Terra, Herald of Hope. Lord Skitter, probably our second best card. Oh, okay. Yep. We don't want our opponent getting that. And they go for Terra. Kind of a little too late. Or at least we can use push on Ragavan. Oh, maybe they have a reanimation spell. Seems like helping hand or something like that. Yogmo. Yep, a helping hand. Let's play Voidwalker. Fury. Okay, we will kill Ragavan. This is power fearless, so they are going to get Fury. Okay, they could get pretty much anything they want. Let's hope we draw something good here, otherwise they have it. Mothra. Okay. That keeps us in the game at least. even if it doesn't pull us ahead. Oh, never mind. Good games. I guess they don't have another land to reanimate. Oh, but Croxa definitely, since it can come next turn, it's going to be a headache. Ouch. Grief, they take Elish Norn. And I guess we are in trouble. Hmm. Oops, again. If they just attack with Lilia, we take it. If they... No, we jump with Lord Skitter. If they attack with Lilia and Grief, we double block Grief. Actually, it's no longer viable to do that. So I guess we lose. Yeah, I forgot about Lilia getting counters for exiling from graveyard, so if I didn't exile the second card, maybe we could still be in it. But here I'm afraid we just lose. Yep, GG's. Yeah, the fact that they got Ragavan, even though we drew Feral Push, we needed the turn 1 in order to stop them. Ragavan really one of the best cards in the format. GG's. Against Ajani. They play Mother of Runes. Okay, so that probably means we will lose. I mean, Ayan is the biggest signifier that we lose. We have no business going against them. But then having protection for Ayani. At least if we draw a land, we will play our commander.
Where shall we hunt today?
But we didn't. So and a polisher. Okay. I think we can block here. They can transform the Rajani.
Traitors.
And what will happen then? Goblin bombardment. Ooh.
More join our cause.
Right, we cannot activate because of Grand Abolisher. Yep, good games. Yeah, I forgot it also stops abilities. GG's. At least was fast. That's cool. Let's see if we can surveil a land to the top. Okay. Preordain. So this one might take a while. If they have counter spells, then it's gonna be even more grueling. But I'm hoping they play something we can remove here and there. Nope, we didn't want Toxic Deluge at this juncture. We will cycle the crocodile, I think. Clay Evaporation. Ooh, but no other lands. Abrupt Decay, okay. Jace. I guess we try to kill it. Sure. Miscalculation. So now we resolve Deza. Let's see if that's enough. Guess they might be farming our lands here. And they have removal for Teysa. Dismember. Okay. Let's kill Jace. Wash away. Okay. Planeswalker. Maybe we should have done that in response to the fetch at the end step. Memory lapse. And they start zeroing Jace. Now if we draw another land, we can Edict and Skyclave. Baleful Strix. Okay, they have another counterspell. GG's. Calyx, Destiny's Hand, they are Enchantress. Do we want these cards? I guess these ones are better. Auramancy. I guess we take Sunfall. See this from opponent. Let's play Blood Artist, attack with Sackbear.
Petty gods and foolish mortals have unbalanced our world. The stars
Rest
will
in
light
peace.
our way.
Okay, that does stop us from doing what we want to do.
You have lost your path.
Okay, let's keep this protection from white. We will sacrifice Giver. No. Mid-0. Sacrifice Keeper.
Return to your place, interloper.
Rest in peace. We will respond by sacrificing Blood Artist. Do we also want to sack Fair? I guess not.
I am blessed by Nyx.
Leyline of Sanctity. Notification for our commander. Yeah, to the command zone.
Was I fated to fail?
I guess we should do this while we can, because they are going to Oromancy. Well, put Calyx, put the Oromancy, put Yawgmoth on their Oromancy, is what I meant to say.
I am a scion of Clothis, the furious god of fate.
Let's surveil.
My light banishes you from this world.
Now let's cast Eirdu.
It is time for me to depart.
Wrath of God. Kind of boring. Okay, I guess. Sigil of the MTG. Brown. Now we have some Saboteur. We can start getting Virus Beetles. And if that doesn't work, we also have Necropotence for some huge card advantage. Obviously we will send Marauder away. And pretty much all of our creature removal, I think. Dunstru's. Sure. Each opponent discards Iliad's intervention. Okay. Ooh, actually, I think opponent might have wanted to keep that. That's enough. Felia, get lost. Hmm. Okay, heroic intervention. We respond with get lost. Let's not get too greedy here. Let's try to go wide. Okay, that was enough. Maybe they drew a land, probably. Did we have fun? Sure. But if they drew an enchantment they could play, they get a 4-4, but we blink it with Felia. Or maybe even just Elish Norn. Swing for the... Yeah. We play Felia here, then blink it, play Elish Norn. Win the game. GG's. Dark Faden. And this is a risky keep. We have no white mana, but I think Bitterbloom better might do some work. Especially if we do draw our white source, then better into Deza is where I want to be. Lord Skitter is a nice pickup. Not as nice as a white source, but nice nonetheless. To Time Warp, I think we will try to eat that with Lord Skitter. There we have it. Maybe we go for a basic just in case of Blood Moon shenanigans. lightning bolt on this. Many command. We play Mother of Runes, Lord Skitter, eat Time Warp. They are still able to steal our clue, but I don't think that's what they want to do. I didn't mean that for that to rhyme. Liquid metal coating. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, what do you steal, opponent?
I hate to fight, but I love to win.
Lord Skitter.
This'll fetch a nice price.
And non-token creature. Actually, maybe let's sort.
When the going gets tough, I get going.
Marauding Mako. Sure. And we have a land. Count a spell on invasion of Gobakan. Temporal manipulate. Okay, I guess. Duck Faden.
There's plenty of profit to be had. A little looting never hurts.
That's gonna make the Mako a 3/3. But we are okay with that. Each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker. Get this guy out. If it resolves, we also play Preacher. You, and you. Yeah, that's one. Attack and attack. Behind the mask. Okay. Because of persist, we get it back. And let's see if we can get some Conius action going. Nope, they have a counter spell. Okay. Venom Snare. Protection from blue. Now, because they don't have the coating, they cannot steal our stuff. If they lose here, we will attack it, kill it. Yep, good games. Yeah, we were gonna be able to attack with the Preacher, draw another card. Attack with Eirdu, kill their commander. So, good games, Dag Faden. Yeah, I guess their biggest mistake was sacrificing their coating. They could, yeah, maybe sacrifice their Signet, maybe just block with the Mako, proliferate instead of using their combat trick, but still they were gonna be behind. Good games. And that's gonna be it for today. If you were to make changes, I would suggest either Teysa and Elish Norn. Teysa I played just a little bit as a pet card, but more importantly because it makes flying tokens that are both white and black, so you can use them for convoke for any other creature, but I think it's a little slow on making them. So still, if you want some more card draw, some more card advantage, just remember, no Necrodominance because it doesn't work with persist. Maybe some artifact removal. Yeah, I would suggest Witch Enchanter, probably a decent choice. Lorwyn also good. It also gives your opponent cards, but it's probably the fact that it has vigilance means that you can attack with it and also use it for convoke if that's what you need. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.